Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
From the land of lemons, magic, and neighbors who still wave, it's Voices of the Valley. Join hosts Jim and John as they shine a spotlight on local businesses, city council news, community events, and all the colorful characters that make the Santa Clara River Valley feel like home. From Santa Paula to Fillmore and Peru, this is your hometown podcast, Voices of the Valley.
Hey.
What's happening?
I almost,
Little fat Albert.
yeah,
Nice. Okay.
almost. I don't know where that came from.
Down deep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
It's not your sexy voice for your wife, is it?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, no. So, hey,
What's happening?
gosh,
It's been a long week.
it's been a long week and a stressful week, amongst other things. But
Yeah.
so the State of the Union. Did you watch it last night?
Oh yeah. Watched it. Packed. Had some popcorn and set
Oh,
in for the long run.
yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting.
How long did it go?
Hour 48, like that.
Hour 48.
Something
Okay.
Like that.
Some people were predicting like 3 hours.
I'm sure he had more to say.
Yeah.
But I think he got his point across.
Yeah, it's funny because you sit there and you watch. We had a planning commission meeting yesterday.
Okay.
And the 1912 restaurant wanted to get a CUP
Mm-hmm.
to extend or expand on their business, which was approved. But while that was happening, the State of the Union was happening. So I had the State of the Union on the channel next to me as I'm sitting there flipping through video and everything of the meeting.
Nice.
So it was a little challenging. But the thing that kind of I find annoying is it's like, we're making America great again. Everybody everybody's on their feet, blah, 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 blah. You wait like 2 or 3 minutes for the applause to go down. And then he says, and we voted not to raise taxes. And everybody's back up on there. It's like, oh my God. You say like one sentence and everybody's standing up on their feet and applauding. It's like, let's just sit down and do your speech. And then at the end, everybody can be like, bravo, bravo. And the Democrats can stay seated. And
That's never happened.
no, but
It
it's annoying.
is, and it was frustrating watching it last night. That's the one time where everybody, even though they have their differences, can kind of come together a little bit.
Oh, none of them do.
And none of them do.
No.
I was watching that. I was like, man, and when they were even honoring some of the recipients of these medals of honor, or whatever they were giving them, some of them that didn't even get up and applaud. They just sat there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not about the parties. It's about an individual that gave a lot for his country.
Yeah.
And you can't even get up and at least applaud them.
Right.
And it's just like, that's what's wrong with our country right now. They have so much hatred towards the other side that they can't even get up and honor somebody that it's not even about party at that time.
Well, it's because the other side brought it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, if they did it, they'd be hooping and hollering too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it's just like, stop. Okay. Yes, you have your differences. Yes, you're never going to get along. I get it. Yes, you pick on each other. I get it. There's certain points that in that venue, at that setting, that you need to come together.
What I thought was funny is that that congressman, the one that was holding the sign.
Oh yeah.
Last year he got kicked out because he wouldn't shut his mouth. This year he gets kicked out. So
yeah, apparently he got in an argument with another senator during that time, and it's just like, why? It was done on purpose.
Yeah.
He had the sign. He knew he was going to get kicked out.
Yeah.
He just did that just to prove a point.
Him and his cane. So it reminds me of Miracle on 32nd, whatever. The one with the new modern one where the Santa Claus is, he hits somebody over the head with the cane.
Yeah.
That's what I keep expecting him to do. Is at some point he's going to take that cane and just wrap somebody over the head.
Yeah. I made no sense what he was doing. The sign, whatever.
What was the sign? I couldn't even really read it.
It said
Something about black.
yeah, excuse me. I don't remember what it said. You know,
It was something about black, and I don't know.
yeah, whatever.
But-
But it made no sense to do it.
Yeah, well,
You
he's doing
know?
it because he's trying to get attention.
Well, yeah, because that's the only time you ever see him is during that time.
Yeah,
So, but it's just like
it's
just,
his 15 seconds of fame.
yeah, it's just ridiculous what goes on there. I was watching, I was just like, really, people, just I get it. You don't like the guy, okay, but think about everybody in general. I know he tried to hold them accountable with the, if they're protecting, they're there for the citizens or something, or for the immigrants. He's like, stand up for the citizens, and they didn't stand up. It was done on purpose, trying to get them to do
Right.
that, but because they just hate him so much that
So
they're
he
not-
had a part in there where he was saying stand up for the citizens.
yeah, I guess what their responsibility is to protect the citizens of the United States, or stand up, you're going to protect them, or are you basically protecting the undocumented, and none of them stood up.
Yeah,
So it's
of
just
course not.
and he knew they weren't going to stand up.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever,
Yeah.
it's a bad look all around. I think the Democrats looked a lot worse, but I mean, overall, I think it was just I mean, I thought his speech was actually good. The way he presented it wasn't like attack. He integrating all the heroes that were there and stuff. I think was a good thing. The what's said in any of those speeches it's just what's going to happen. Nothing.
Yeah, it's all pomp and circumstance.
Exactly. That's the words I was looking for. But having the other things, I thought was a good touch to add, the American hockey team, and then all the other recipients they gave. That was a good touch. They all do that, but
right.
and then the other stuff, it's all noise. It is. So
Yeah, like bringing the person who's getting their prescription for $500 instead of $4,500 is kind of like, I don't know. It's just weird.
yeah, they just got to put all parties aside and just do what's best for the country.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's never going to happen.
No, and it's unfortunately it's all about special interests and what benefits them, and
Yep, everything is too polarized.
yeah.
It's unfortunately it's going to take something devastating to bring us back together again.
Not always the case. When something bad happens, everybody ends up pulling together.
Yeah,
And that's too bad.
Yeah.
So we haven't had anything since COVID. So let's see if,
right.
hopefully nothing happens, but
Well, it's just like, your family and stuff like that. Somebody, your father dies, and all of a sudden now everybody decides that it's time to get together. And it's like, well, why didn't you do that when he was still alive, and let him see that the family's reconciled? And
but it's the only time families ever get together are like weddings and funerals.
yeah. Yep.
True.
So, gosh. So today is sometimes a little therapy can go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's on the couch?
It's got to be you.
Yeah, it's always
Mhm.
me. Always me. You're in the chair.
All right, talk to me.
You're in the chair.
Talk to me.
Now, it's just so there's some things that I don't know. Life is just tough, It's like economically,
Mm-hmm.
you sit there as a small business, and it just seems like you got $1 coming in, and people have their hand out for $10 to go out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just trying to figure out how to navigate through this environment that we currently live in. People are they talk about the gas prices. California doesn't see any of that relief. If he's sitting there talking about gas being under $3 a gallon,
Mm-hmm.
where? Because we're at almost $4.89. Some places are $5.
Exactly.
And the 10 cents for a grocery bag, and it just seems everywhere you turn, somebody is trying to nickel and dime you.
Mm-hmm.
And all you want to do is just provide for your family and do what's what's right.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
help
Yeah.
benefit the community. And we live in a very selfish time.
Yes.
It's all about me.
Mhm.
And I joke about it because, normally it is all about me.
That's true. Yeah.
But in the reality, or in the grander scheme of things, I do very much look out for the community.
Mhm.
I do a lot that I try to help and benefit my fellow person,
Yeah. Mhm.
So a lot of it is in jest when I talk about me, because I'm the youngest of 5 and I was a spoiled kid, and my mother loves me more than my other brother and sisters.
Yeah, you're the typical youngest child.
Yeah.
Young child. Mhm.
Absolutely. But I do very much care about the community, and it brings me joy to see other businesses thrive in the community.
Mhm.
So we went to, in Santa Paula, they had a mixer at the Ag Museum.
Mhm.
And I'm going to call her out. So Deirdre from
Okay.
Gather and Play and the toy store, she comes up to me and she says something, and I forget what the exact comment was about, like, everybody loves you, to me. And I said, well, not everybody. And she said, you know what, Jim? If they don't love you, it's because they don't know you. Because to know you is to love you.
Mhm.
And I went, huh. That's a very good point, because, there are some people out there that if they truly knew who I was and they truly knew with my heart,
Mhm.
they wouldn't be so quick to get pissed off at me, or, angry with me, or treat me like I have some sort of malicious agenda in mind. And so I thought that was a really kind of interesting point, was that if they don't love you, it's because they don't know you.
I find that interesting where that came from.
With Deirdre?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I thought that was very touching.
Yeah.
So, but and they have 2 businesses downtown,
Yeah, they're
and they
invested.
know the challenges working in the city.
Mhm.
So I have a son here who's got a package in his hand.
He's got something.
I did not want to go and interrupt the tale that you're regaling.
Well, that's okay.
It sounded heartfelt and sincere.
Is this good news, or is this?
Well, I just want to make sure that that's actually going to work, in your humble opinion. Because couldn't find the tape gun, so I said I'll just use the label. Do you think they'll accept that?
So you're returning this?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll accept that.
Okay.
So this is here. I thought I was going to get some like surprise, like,
Box
oh my
of money or
gosh, Dad,
something.
look
Yeah,
at
you
this
know?
came in. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so excited, so happy. And it's whether or not a label's going to seal a box.
You know what? This, you should be excited about this. This is going to be $23 back into the account.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't stop your nose at $23. That's some good money.
So I think next time we take a commercial break for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
People don't need to hear this on.
No.
Okay. So
So
I said I was being patient. You're the
yeah.
one
Okay.
it's
who went forward.
it's funny.
Was it that important to bring that up right now in the middle of our show? Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
how far I have to reach in order to be seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, maybe next time we wait till after the show to tell that.
It's funny because there are so many people that it's like 23. I used to be in banking, right?
Mhm.
And so somebody would deposit $100 in their account, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, $100!" And I'd be like, "It's $100."
Mhm.
Because you're used to seeing thousands
Yeah.
and thousands of dollars. You're dealing in transactions that are these like high dollar amounts.
Mhm.
And so when you hear somebody say something about $100, it just doesn't register to you that it's like,
But to
Big-
them, that's
big
could be
what?
a lot of money.
yeah,
You know.
it's like with Josh, we're going to get a $23 rebate. Good. I owe $10,000 to this other company. So let's see. Now we owe them 9,772.
Notice how there was one less zero in that one? That is,
I feel so much.
Those are big numbers when you start adding zeros to it.
I feel so much better. It's like the whole marketing scheme of $9.95 versus $10.
Yeah.
It's like,
for a reason.
yeah, it's like $10. Wow, that's a lot of money. $9.85. Okay, I'll buy it. Really? For 5 cents.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Gas is a great example.
yes.
Psychology,
You know?
is an interesting game.
So, do you know the reason behind the 9/10 of a cent?
That I don't know.
So, back in the old days, when they first started pumping gas, when gas went up a penny, it meant a lot.
Mhm.
So if it went from like 11 cents to 12 cents, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
So they came up with this scheme of charging 9/10 of a cent so that they could say $11 for the gas, not realizing that it's $11.09 of a cent.
Yeah.
Which is basically 1%
Penny more.
of a penny
Yeah.
less,
Yeah.
So the whole methodology of this disguising of the numbers basically started out with gas, and it was because a penny made a difference.
Mhm.
And today it's like, come on, can we not like just get rid of that? I mean, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
$4.45 and 9/10. Really? $4.46. Come on.
Nobody pays attention to that. I don't even think anybody really knows what that is.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They
And
see
it's idiotic.
$4.59 for a gallon. Okay, well, you're actually paying $4.60, just a little
Yeah.
less than $4.60, but it's $4.59. So
You're paying a tenth of a percent,
less.
a tenth of a penny.
Yeah.
Less.
Yeah.
Than $4.60.
I know. Well, we're all guilty of that though, too.
No, I know, but it's idiotic. It's a waste
Yeah.
of time. And at this stage of the game, it's like, give me a break. Yeah. It's $4.60. It is not $4.59. It's $4.60.
So will that change now that they've eliminated the penny?
No.
Why?
It's not on the table to change
It should be.
because it's all by credit card anyways. So
Yeah.
nobody, doesn't matter what the penny's doing. It's getting charged on a credit card anyway.
Charge a percentage of it anyway. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's just a really stupid, and that's the whole thing. It's like these mind games that get played where it's like on sale for $9.95.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's $10.
Mhm.
No, it's $9.95. No, it's $10.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
yeah. Just the way they present it. I mean, look at when you see as like another marketing ploy when they say BOGO. What does BOGO mean?
BOGO.
Like you go buy something in the store and it says it's a BOGO. Used to be buy one get one free. You buy one, you get one. BOGO.
Okay.
Buy one get one free. Well, now they don't do that. That was always the norm. I was in the grocery industry for a long time,
Okay.
and then now they use BOGO, but it's like buy one get one half price.
Oh.
So it's kind of a crock,
Yeah.
I see that. I get so irritated. I'm like, that is not what the intent was with BOGO.
Yeah.
You buy one, you're gonna get one free, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just all marketing how they figure all that out. But
Well, it's like the store closures.
Yeah.
70% off. Well, you jacked up the price by about 100%. So you're actually getting more money for it when you're buying it regular at
Yeah.
the store.
they say clearance. It's just like, yeah, you're right. It was on sale for $1, and then it's like all of a sudden it's on clearance, but then it's still $1 because they jacked it up to the full price of whatever it was going to be. So you're
Yeah.
paying the same thing,
Yeah.
but it have a sign that says clearance.
And somebody sees 70% off and it's like, oh my gosh.
You got to buy it, even
Yeah.
though before they put it on clearance, it was the same freaking price.
Right.
So, I know I mean, me being in the grocery industry for almost 30 years, it's like I I saw it. I know it all. I see what goes on, and it's just like, really? But people buy into it, you know?
The thing that I think one of the black eyes of marketing
Mhm.
is there's no truth in it anymore.
Mm-mm.
It's like, can we just be straight up and honest and and tell it like it's like Amazon. You buy something and you look at the picture and the way they photograph it, it makes it look like this thing is huge.
Mhm.
And it comes in and you're going like, oh my God, it's like this. It's
Yeah.
like this little tiny thing.
Mhm.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Exactly.
You
Well, you should have read the dimensions on the
Yeah.
yeah, but who
buried
does
in
that?
buried in the specs that are
Exactly.
like 4 clicks away.
That aren't even pulled up because they shrink it. You have
Yeah.
to click on the arrow, and then how many people
And
do that?
and they have a series of ads
Yeah.
in between it all. So when you
Mhm.
scroll down, you get all these different ads.
Yeah.
And then you have to scroll down further to get down to where you can actually see the specs. And
And they're supposed to make it easy. So they make it so easy for you that you don't have to look at that stuff. It's like, here's
Right.
the everybody's visual anyway. So here's the picture. Bam, you know?
we ordered for our store, we ordered some hooks, some peg hooks.
Mhm.
We normally get them from Uline. We thought, let's go on to Amazon and take a look at what we can get there. And so 8-inch peg hooks, shows the diagram, looks basically the same. Everything about it. They come in, and these are the scrawniest looking 8-inch peg hooks you've ever seen in your life. Like if you put 2 items on it, those pegs are gonna like bend.
Yeah.
It's just the cheapest looking, but yet on the image, when you're looking at it and you're looking at what you have, you're going, oh yeah, no, it looks about the same. And they come up real close on the image so that the thickness of the peg looks like it's bigger. And
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you get it and you're going, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
there's a reason why that other company's still in business.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they're probably not the cheapest, but the quality.
Oh yeah, the quality is
Yeah.
We ordered these sticky tabs
Mhm.
that we use for our playing cards, so they go on the back of the playing cards.
Yeah.
We ran out of the Uline tabs, so again we went on to Amazon and we bought these same tabs basically, and we go and put them on. And I'm sitting here working in the shop, and all of a sudden I hear like, the heck was that? It's night. I'm here alone, and so I start doing some more, painting or whatever, and I hear going, what is that? So after hearing that a few times, I go in and I walk into our card room,
Mhm.
and there are about 70 decks on the ground because the sticky tape didn't stick to the playing cards. And so one by one, they were loosening up and they would just drop. And because they were all pegged up,
Yeah.
it was like they were bouncing off as they were falling to the floor.
Yeah. Wow.
And so it's like, okay, so we just pegged over 1,000 decks with this stuff.
Yeah.
And within the course of a week, I bet you 900 of them were on the ground. So what do we have to do? Go back to Uline, get the stuff that they ordered, re-stick everything all over again.
Did Amazon take the credit?
Yeah, we sent it back to
Yeah,
them.
send it back. Okay.
Yeah.
good.
But it's just, the whole true. It's like, okay, yes, these are cheaper, but the stickiness might not be quite as good in order to hold a heavier product.
Yeah.
If you want to hold an envelope, probably work just fine.
Yeah.
But 0.2 ounces, nah, it's going to fall on the ground.
You had to read the description that was hidden.
Oh, no, they didn't even have that in the
They didn't
description.
have it?
No,
Wow.
no.
Oh.
So, and then the reviews. You look at the reviews and you see all these 5-star, 5-star, 5 stars. And being in marketing, a lot of these reviews
Mhm.
are people that are affiliated with the company, or they're so some of the reviews can be padded.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
So you never really know, okay, is this a legitimate customer? And so I noticed that some review companies are starting to post that it's a verified customer
Ah,
next to it,
okay.
because it's like, and the same thing is true with negative reviews.
Yeah.
You could get a competitor that goes onto their site and blasts them with a negative review,
Yeah.
and it's not even somebody that's done business with them.
Well, you think AI might play a part in that too?
I wouldn't surprise me if it's starting to kick in.
Sit there
And
say write a negative review for this product, and they just come up and write it,
yeah,
or a positive review.
I mean, Google's going to have to start inspecting for stuff like that and some of these other platforms.
Yeah, you know that's going to happen
But yeah,
if it's not already happening.
well, and so we've all been taught to look at videos, and a video doesn't lie. Well, now you can doctor videos.
Exactly.
So you can't trust a video.
Mhm.
You can't trust that a review is legitimate. You can't trust that their product description is truly identified as, what the product is.
Yeah.
And so you're, as a consumer, it's tough, because it's like,
What do you believe now?
yeah,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no truth in advertising.
You're taking a high risk now and investing your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thankfully, like places like Amazon, but they're even getting a little bit stickier about the whole
Yeah.
return policy and stuff like that, because so many people buy something and go, "Yep, send it back."
They return it. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's part of the problem of going online. If you walked into our store
Mhm.
and you actually looked at it
Mhm.
and you touched it and you played with it,
Mhm.
you go, "Oh, yeah, this is a decent quality."
Yeah.
But instead, you got to order it through Amazon, and you get it and you touch it and you play with it and you go, "Yeah, this is a piece of crap. I'm sending it back."
There's still something to be said about actually holding it in your hands when you're trying to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why you still see stores like the larger retails that are still open, like the Targets and the Walmarts and stuff, where you can go in there and actually touch the stuff and see what it is, and you can tell the quality of,
Yeah.
So,
Those stores, I think, are going to survive, but
Oh, yeah.
most other retail stores, the big chains,
yeah,
they're done for.
yeah. So yeah. Amazon's kind of driving everybody out in that sense.
Yeah.
But there's only going to be a handful that are going to survive.
Yeah. And I'm a firm believer that if you can buy something locally
Mhm.
or within a close range,
Yeah.
you should go out and buy it.
And that's
Not sit at home with your, from your computer. Go out and buy it.
that's where there's opportunity for small businesses. If they would kind of band together, and like we talk about here for many years, it's like, yes, we have great local stores here, but we don't collectively as a community market that.
Right.
There's certain cities that you see it. You go to like Ojai, people go there because they like shopping at the shops. They promote it. There's no big retailers there. They just go. People are going for that experience where they can go in and talk to people and do all that.
Right.
Other
They got a lot of cool shops. They got
Exactly. Yeah. Another place we recently went to was Buellton. Another place. It's all little small stores. You just go in, you're just spending the day, get to look at things, even if whether you buy or not, but you get to touch it, you get to feel it and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And it's just, and there's something about that but they market it that way. They collectively market their communities. And I think sometimes we miss the boat in a lot of our cities here. If we would all kind of band, everybody does their own thing, and some are better than others. But if they would collectively work together and try and see how can we, and the city's responsible for that too. How do we market our community?
Well, it's like the one business who is able to do X, Y, and Z. And then their neighboring business goes, "Well, we want to do X, Y, and Z."
Mhm.
And that other business goes, "Well, we don't want you to do X, Y, and Z because we're already doing X, Y, and Z. So you shouldn't be allowed to."
Exactly.
Well, wait a minute. Why not? Why are you allowed to and we can't?
Because people are afraid of competition.
Yeah.
I think it hurts their business. And in reality, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's good to have competition. If it, you see that all the time. I mean, I don't know if people and you're more into marketing than I am, but it's like, it is good to have a few of everything in a community. Like you see grocery stores are, there's a certain number of grocery stores and a lot of it's population, but it's okay to have a few competing grocery stores. It actually helps people make their decisions, brings more people out. And if you find something I want, you don't find something I want, you can find it at the other. You look at like a lot of the Trader Joe's, you see them out here. Where are they? They're either in a shopping center with another grocery store or other retailers, but that's how they market, and it gives people options,
Right.
So because people go there, they don't have certain things that other stores would, but they're next to each other, so it helps them together.
Well, and I mean, let's face it, when you might have your favorite restaurant,
Yeah, we talked about that before.
but
yeah,
you want to explore. So yeah, there's what, a dozen Mexican restaurants here, but they all have kind of their own unique flavor, and and they have different appeals. But you also have the Americana type restaurant and the Cajun and the the Italian barbecue and so it gives people the opportunity to bounce around.
Exactly. Yeah.
They might not come to you today, but they're going to be there next week.
Yeah.
Well,
you look at the fast foods. How many cities have fast foods that are all clumped together?
Yeah. So early on, I'd always heard, and we're out of time, but early on, I'd always heard that if there's a reason why McDonald's and oftentimes Burger King are right next door to each other. And there's a reason why a lot of other businesses open up around a McDonald's, because they spend millions in market research, and they make sure that area is going to be the right area for their restaurant. Well, if they spent all that money and done all that research, you should park your butt right next door to them.
Exactly.
And not everybody wants McDonald's. And so today I'm going to go for a Burger King. But you know what? Tomorrow I'll be back at McDonald's.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see that little store there. Let me go check that out. And they're going to get this drive-by traffic. To have people that are, if you have a small business there and you have that high traffic flow, there's a good chance people are going to go in there.
Right.
So
in Santa Paula, we have a McDonald's, a KFC's, a Carl's Jr.,
Jack in the Box, Starbucks,
all in that one.
Yeah.
Literally all in that one corner.
And they're all busy.
Yes.
So, but the traffic flow it's probably one of the busiest intersections in town.
Yeah. And they do it because, well, you know what? They may not be in the mood for McDonald's. So today they're going for chicken.
Yeah.
And you know what? They might not be in the mood for chicken tomorrow. So they're going to go over to Carl's Jr. And so it's
and you look at just less than a block away, there's a little shopping center, and there's like a steak and hoagie place, there's donut place, so there's a Mexican food place there, and they're busy all the time because they're getting that traffic flow coming in. You go to the other side, there's another barbecue place, Best Barbecue, that's half a mile away or whatever. So but they're feeding off of all of this.
Because if you come into town and there's one restaurant, you're probably not going to get people coming into town. But when there's 30 restaurants, they're going to come. And they better be close to each other, or at least within the proximity, because I might decide that, I want this instead.
Well, if you look at even downtown, I know we're short on time, but there's a couple good restaurants there that are bringing people in from outside. And even though they're within 2 blocks of each other.
Right.
Glen Tavern, you got Rabelais, you got Park 1055, and a bunch of other ones, and they're all right there, and they're all doing well. But then there's also all the retail that's right there too.
Yeah.
And hopefully they were able to capitalize on that. I've gone downtown on weekends, and there's a lot of people walking up and down.
Right.
And hopefully they are going into the shops, But then the shop owners have to do their part too to attract people.
Right.
That's part of the challenge.
Right.
In every city. City.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all right.
I know we didn't get the full therapy that you wanted because we were
didn't.
Interrupted.
I know we did not get the full therapy.
The $23 interruption.
Yeah.
So we can do part 2 next week.
I was hoping it might have been like $2,300. Then I would have been excited.
That would have been the end of your therapy right there.
Yeah, I would have been excited.
So
anyway,
we'll continue it next week.
Yeah, just keep up the good fight, because that's about the best we can do.
Exactly.
And
Supporting each other.
yeah, and competition is good. I think the thing that people need to realize is that you can still be cooperative with one another, even though you're competitors.
Exactly.
You can both help each other benefit
Uh-huh.
from what you're doing. It doesn't have to be a fight. So
Exactly.
with that, we'll see y'all next week.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.